Shams Charania reported today that 10 teams have invited Bronny James, the son of LeBron James, in for workouts. But Bronny has turned down most of them and will only go to a few. Shams mentioned the Lakers and the Suns. I'm not quite sure if that's it or if those are just two of the handful he may go play for. But most people are taking this like he has basically turned down 8 workouts and is going to only work out for the Lakers or the Suns. What are your thoughts on this?
I don't know how that's even possible, but it just speaks to maybe that he knows that there's only he's only going to go to the Lakers, and so why bother or whatever. I don't know why you wouldn't just go and take a look. You know what I mean, Chris? And you weren't that impressive. You were impressive shooting when no one was guarding you, and then when they played the games, you didn't play that great. You averaged 4.5 points in college. Most guys with 4.5 points playing for a bad USC team probably wouldn't even be in this circumstance or situation. So it's just kind of weird. It kind of tells you where this is, and it's not diabolical, but it just I said it from the very beginning, Chris, that he would wind up with the Lakers, and that's what I still believe. I said this a long time ago, that there's no other situation. LeBron wants this to happen, and the Lakers want to pacify LeBron as long as he's wearing a Laker uniform. So that's why maybe this is a foregone conclusion. Do you disagree that that's what's probably going to happen?
No. What this tells me, you're right. It does look baffling and like, what? But all it tells me, Rob, is that he knows he's going to the Lakers.
Right. That's what it feels like.
Right. He knows he's either going to the Lakers, and this with likely a second-round pick, or they also are like, look, if the Suns are willing to draft him in the first round, then because that's the talk, that maybe they'll use their first-round pick to try to draft Bronny in hopes of getting LeBron over there, Rob, to Phoenix. Obviously, he'd be, nice with the Suns. Can you imagine LeBron, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Yusef Nurkic, and Bradley Beal? I mean, their problems in the fourth quarters, where they were the worst fourth quarter team in the league, were that they made bad decisions. Didn't have a playmaker. Obviously, LeBron would solve that problem. I don't think he's going there for the minimum, because that's what he'd have to take, the minimum to go there. But if they think, Clutch, which represents Bronny, if they feel like, look, Phoenix is serious, Matt Ishbia is serious about trying to do this, then that tells me why they might work out for the Suns, because maybe they'll draft him in the first round, Rob, which is, of course, guaranteed money. But I think that's what is happening here. And I'll tell you this. If I'm Matt Ishbia, and let's say that is my thought process, Rob, if I'm Ishbia, I'm going to draft Bronny so I can get LeBron. Obviously, he needs to do his due diligence and talk to Rich Paul of Clutch and see if that's actually possible. Like, if we draft Bronny in the first round, will LeBron come? That's what you got to do. And
I'm sure that's got to be the case. Right?
If not, then we're not drafting him. But Rob, knowing LeBron the way I do and Clutch, really the way they do business, I don't think they would tell them. I mean, they might tell them outright no. But I also think they might just be like, hey, LeBron's not, committing to anything. He's a free agent. He wants to look at what's best for him. Or they might go just not really talk to Ishbia, Rob. That's when LeBron's been a free agent, Rob, he has been very close to the vest. They didn't tell Cleveland when he first left there. He went dark on Dan Gilbert. That's part of why Gilbert was so upset. But he went dark on him. Didn't give him didn't tell him, hey, get rid of Mike Brown, I'll stay. Keep Mike Brown, if you keep him, I'm going. They were just guessing because they couldn't get the word from LeBron.
Right.
when he left Miami, Rob, to go back to Cleveland. They didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, so smart business. LeBron, I don't know that they would even tell Phoenix what they would do. I certainly don't think they commit full bore. Yeah, you drive Bronny, I'm coming. So Ishbia might just take a, swing at it, right? Swing for the fences and see if it can happen. And so that makes sense if you're Clutch, right? Hey, if he's going to draft Bronny in the first round, then let's do it and work out for him. Otherwise, Rob, I think most likely he's just going to end up with the Lakers, and they know that, and they're not going to waste their time working out for other teams.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it feels like. It's a foregone conclusion. I just don't see him playing anywhere else. I really don't. This is going to happen. This is something LeBron said he wants him to be his own man. That sounds good, Chris. He said all the right sound bites. But this is about LeBron. LeBron wants this, and he wants to do something that nobody else has done, and I get all that. That's what he's trying to create, the resume. Just another one. None of Michael Jordan's kids made it to the NBA. Like, not that is going to, but
is that going to factor into the GOAT conversation?
Hey, look at LeBron. Look at his offspring.
It might, right?
For some people, Chris, for some of the
people that
LeBron's
really want to push the LeBron, right?
Yeah.
Look, it's helping Bronny out in that, Rob, it's a good chance he might not even come close to the NBA if he weren't LeBron's son. Now, it's different with players, but we've seen, look, Giannis, his brother's on Milwaukee. Heck, J.R. Smith's brother, Chris, was with the Knicks for a cup of coffee.
And a sweet roll.
And a sweet roll, absolutely. He was there for a little while. And, Rob, when Nat Hackett gave up coaching duty or play calling duties in Denver, guess who he turned it over to? Clint Kubiak. Gary Kubiak's son. We see the nepotism all over the place. And so am I going to get ticked off that it's LeBron's going to use it? No. I mean, I just want to make sure Bronny's cool with it. You know what I mean? Because to me, that's the real question. Where's Bronny's psyche? Is he fine doing it this way?
But it depends. Like Giannis's brother, Chris, does he play? Or is he just sitting there?
He's just sitting there.
See, there's a difference between the two. Now, that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I don't think Bronny. You think Bronny's actually? Let's say the Lakers draft him. You think he's getting time next year?
I don't think he should be getting time. But if he plays,
if he plays, then
would you agree with that? That's where that changes everything, because you got to remember there are other guys who have put in the work and all this and have performed. Those are the guys who are losing absolutely out. Everybody acts like nepotism.
If he's not good enough, then it's hurting your team.
Right. But people think, it doesn't matter or whatever. If you're Giannis's brother just sitting there and there's a 12th man and you don't play and I mean, it's still nepotism, but I do understand that if anybody's going to sit there and not play and you want his brother there because he's the big star. But if Bronny starts to get action and play, I don't believe that they're going to use him as a mascot, Chris. Bronny's going to be a mascot because that's what he'll be.
I don't think mascot's the right
He'll be
term.
a mascot. He'll have a uniform and a funny head he'll put on during the fourth quarter.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
Rob, that's where, and look, if I'm the Lakers, and obviously you're talking to LeBron, look, LeBron, you're our guy. We want you here. We love what you've done for us. You brought us our 17th championship. We'll draft Bronny. But Chris, Rob, you gotta make it clear he will own the coaching decisions of playing him are up to the head coach and the staff. It's not up to you, and we're only gonna play him if he's earns the spot. Like, I think, Rob, what they want, LeBron and Bronny and the whole Clutch team, I think what they want, Rob, is Bronny to be in a position where he can develop into an NBA player. And I think they feel like that's better done in the NBA than playing in college somewhere. And so I think he's got all day, as long as he wants, you know how it works, to work with the assistant coaches. Maybe he'll play some in the G League. He won't sign a two-way contract, But you can play in the G League without the two-way contract. You can sign as an NBA player and then still train in the G League. So I think it's more of that, right? I would be stunned unless Bronny were actually to go out there and play well in the NBA. I would be stunned if he got any time next year with the Lakers.
I could clearly see Bronny, his first double-double. It'll be 10 high fives, 12 towel waves, and he'll have a double-double. I'm just saying.
ML Carr, right?